All right, let's run some more red deck wins. Who we rocking against? Transies. Transis? I don't know. Well, we started off as Jace, now we're Vivian. Very exciting. I love this bug, honestly. Like, I'm happy I have the bug. I know Gomlet's actually a little jealous that I have the bug because that means I can switch planeswalkers every game without even trying. It's always fresh, new, you know? Apparently our opponent might have the bug too because he's Teferi and he was Chandra before. I saw a tweet a while back, and I'm trying to find it, but I just couldn't. But someone won a Grand Prix, and they're like, how'd you win? And he was playing Phoenix, and he's like, against red, you just go on the draw. Which means maybe, like, it is a value game, and we should be on the draw for red. But I want to investigate that further. That's probably a good sign. Looks like he's on Esper, and this is the matchup I want to show off, if that is the case. But even then, like, you know, small sample size and all that jazz. Maybe he's just on... Either he has a weird hand or he's on black-white. Alright, so we can dump 2 burn spells at his face, and that's great and all, but we could develop a 2-1 that does a lot more damage in the long run. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. Unless he has, like, you know, main deck Cry of the Carnarium to just get us, which is very possible. But if we just untap and then burn his face off, like, we're golden. All right, Teferi. Do we care about Teferi? Do you want to bounce our Pyromancer, bud? Not really. Like, if we have the opportunity to finish him off, maybe we will poke him. But, like, for now, I think we're good. Yeah, so we can just... If we double burn his face for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot of damage if we just go for it now. And yeah, let's ignore the Teferi. We'll get 2 spells in the yard instead of playing the more cost-efficient spell. And yeah, now our opponent is not staring down lethal per se, but if we draw like a shock or something, we'd have lethal. Obviously, our opponent probably has something. All right, Belhaunt's pretty good. So we can discard a Lightning Strike and have our longer term stuff, which I think I like. It's tough. You know, so we can bank on our opponent not playing Mortify, I think, if he's playing Belhaunt. And we can ditch Chandra. Because once we land Frenzy, and if it sticks, like, we're in the green. We're in the money. We're in the red, shall we say. And, yeah, if our opponent doesn't have Mortify, and he just has, like, the option of, like, Teferiing it. Maybe it was dumb, actually. It was really dumb. I don't know why. We should have dumped that Lightning Strike. Chandra's way better. He could still like Teferi it and buy time. Alright. Let's Lightning Strike the Teferi. Let's get it off the table. Oh, darn. Okay. So that bit us in the butt, but I think it was the correct play. Teferi bouncing back Frenzy is really annoying. And speaking of which, other Teferi to tuck our Frenzy. Wow, wow, wow. Goodbye, Frenzy. Do you want to attack me, Rev? Yeah, let's go my turn and Chain Whirler him. If only we had enough mana to do everything we wanted to do and like finish that off with a Lightning Strike. But we'll light up the stage, drop a mountain, and pass turn. We have Frenzy for next turn. what's funny is blue, like Esper just straight up cut absorb. Like before it was like, oh wow, Esper can just counter everything, gain so much life, and like, but the reality is absorb, like the gaining 3 life doesn't actually do that much. Against red, fantastic, but it was in their best interest to cut absorb, which is probably a good thing for red in the overall scheme of things as well. Alright, so we can land 2 spells and actually just kill the Teferi, but this Experimental Frenzy is just going to disappear if we don't cast it. So I think it's the correct thing to just run it out there and get lucky off the top, maybe, I don't know. It's a disappearing resource. There's, like, as much as it would be nice to finish off Teferi, we need to take advantage of Frenzy. Like, Frenzy can get more advantage than Teferi, as strange as it sounds. Even though Teferi can tuck it, and like that is a play for him. But we're okay if he tucks it. Because we could do what we wanted to do before, which is just finish it off. Kind of inclined to just not burn it until my turn. Because, alright, so now we're going to play Chain Whirler. Ping everything. Lightning Strike, finish off the Bell Haunt. And hope that, so we could be a little risky, but rather, so we could put our opponents down to 4, but the reality is, like, these 2 guys can just draw our opponent out of those situations. I'd rather, even though we're fueling it as Kanta, just get him off the table. I can't, honestly, like, yeah, I guess that is basically the same value as flipping as Kanta and binning it. Wow, Kaya's Wrath. Let's hit a Frenzy or something. Oh yeah, we have Frenzy coming in next turn. So, very exciting. Got the Lava Runner. Let's ping off Narset so she can't find anything else. Escanda's gonna flip, so that is finding 1 thing a turn. And if he has Teferi, it finds 2 things a turn, and if he sees a Teferi, he's probably gonna take it. Cast down, okay. We can deal with the cast down, because 1-for-1ing us isn't gonna stop the whole Frenzy shenanigans that are about to happen. Alright, let's run hot with our Frenzies. There's no reason to finish off Narset. We don't draw extra cards. And there's, like, no proliferate except for Elder Spell. Which is a reason to, like, maybe ping off Narset down the road. But, like, yeah. Alright, he's got the Kaya's Wrath. But we're okay. We have infinite resources off the top of our library here. Look at that. Running gas. Love this video is just full of alarms of me saying if it's ready to cook my chicken, you know. Smash your opponent for 4. What is a little bit of a downside of how this game has been going is a lot of times you end up with experimental frenzy situations where you really have a very well-established hand that you can actually just pop your own frenzy and get your opponent really good. But we are not in that situation because our opponent, you know, we only have 1 card in hand. So we really do need this frenzy to stick. Our opponent cleans up our board. So let's run hot off the top. Second frenzy, we kind of just have to play it to get to the real stuff. All right, Firebrands, Steamkin. Oh, we don't have enough mana. Rip. Okay. Let's poke our opponent down to 5. Steamkin does enable, sometimes with Frenzy, these absolutely insane plays. Yeah, our opponent's just Kai's wrathing us for days. And now what's really annoying is we have to pay 8 mana to like access our hand if we ever have to. Chandra is also a card that like we just don't care about a whole lot. It does help us get rid of this top card here if we don't want it, but we're gonna play the land, Firebrand. So we want to maybe play this light up the stage post combat. Let's up Chandra and get it out of the way and see what else we can rip off the top. Third Frenzy. Wow. I'd actually maybe not want to have the third Frenzy. I'm inclined to maybe, if we play light up the stage, there's very few cards we actually even rip that would matter. Considering we already used up all four G2 Lava Runners and 2 Firebrands. So I'm okay with just hitting the red zone for 1 and then lighting up the stage and removing the Frenzy out of the way. And then just building up a board state. Okay. Let's get it out of the way. We can always play next turn if we really want to. And Steamkin, Firebrand. Firebrand can just sit there and threaten to ping our opponent. We have 21 cards left in our deck. Like, we are outdrawing a blue deck with a red deck, and that is amazing. Now I'm looking like a genius for pitching Chandra before. Yeah, Thought Scour, Erasure literally doesn't matter. We will not access our hand most likely for the rest of the game. Elder Spell. Damn. Okay. It's not. Oh, we probably should have pinged off. Let's ping. So we ping our opponent or ping Narset. I frankly don't think pinging our opponent would mean that much. Let's take a look at our graveyard real quick. So we have a couple of lightning strikes left. Yeah, let's. I think face is the place here. Okay. Probably, if it's a little rough, but we probably should have pinged that Narset in response to the Elder Spell. Frenzy number 3. Jeez. Light up the stage. So yeah, we're doing nothing this turn, most likely. Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah, I'd rather just play what's here. Did we just rip this Pyromancer? We did. So we can play that next turn. Let's drop this Steamkin right now. And if our opponent has nothing, we have lethal next turn. Man, we have to pay 12 mana to access our hand. But luckily we have nothing. Which is very doable. We have 10 mountains and we're still kind of happy as a red deck. Obviously we'd be happiest if we won already, but we're doing A-okay. Mountain and a dud. Okay. I think it's worth just shooting our opponent in the face and swing in for 1. Oh, come on. What are we looking at? We're running low on creatures left in our deck. But we have a decent amount of burn spells. So, like, yeah, I think we still have all of 2 shocks, some lightning strikes, a wizard's lightning, 13 cards left in our deck. And we've seen 11, 15. Yeah, 15 mountains. So we have 5 mountains left in there. But our opponent gains some more life. What's actually is threatful is if our opponent gets Teferi going to bounce back his Kaya's Oath of Kaya. Should we work on... Let's just blow up a Frenzy just in case. There's no reason why, especially with our deck getting so small. Like, let's keep 2 Frenzies. I think we'll be fine. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. Dome our opponent for 3. Hit a land. Wow, okay. So we kind of have to attack. As much as I'd like to hold it up, you know, and respond to get the zesty play of having him so he can't oath it because we could respond. And yeah, he has the exact play that he needs. As zesty as that play can be, it isn't the correct play. Like, he top decked that Teferi. And yeah, he bounces the Frenzy for some reason. That's just a dumb play. And then he of course lucks out and gets another Teferi. And hopefully he realizes, not hopefully for us, but hopefully he's intelligent enough for himself to bounce back. Yep. Wow. There's no way he dug through all those cards to know that's the order of things. He lucked out. Bouncing the Frenzy was really dumb. If we had a shock, we would have beat him right there. Now he's at 4, a nice cushy life total. And we have plenty of mountains that we haven't seen that we're going to rip off the top. So... Alright, we get to finish off both his Planeswalkers. And, yeah, he can Azcana, but now he's tapped out. He's got Teferi in hand. Shock off the top. This is why we hate control, man. Like, you're making me go through all of my resources. All of them. And I'm down to 6 cards in my deck. You've absorbed so much burn. You've dealt with so many things. And you might win after dealing with an entire burn deck. And that's just, like, that's BS. Post sideboard, we got some stuff coming to maybe shake things up, turn into a mid-range game. But this is game 1. We're supposed to win, and man, we got it. Okay, fantastic. So what comes in? Daredevils, War Boss, Tibble, Kindling Phoenix, Fight with Fire if we can fit it. And what comes out? Shocks are pretty blah. Wizards of Lightning is not so good. Firebrand, goodbye. And I really do want to fit this Fight with Fire in. We could cut a Lightning Strike here. Oh, I know, Firebrands are good. What am I talking about? The Lightning Strikes are not so good. And the... what else do we normally cut? Where's my sideboard notes? Oh, here we go. And we also cut... I'm trying to scroll through it and find our Esper control. Oh, yeah, we just cut like lightning strikes. Cut down on those. Oh, and 2 chain whirlers we cut down on. Seems good. All right, let's rock it. I'll be right back. So let's not lose this game, because even game 1 took forever, and I can only imagine these games taking even longer. But yeah, we got the turn 2 Steamkin into turn 3 Chain Whirler or Tybalt, which is pretty solid. Just develop a board. I think only 2 threats at a time is where we want to be at. Wow, Crying Justice Steamkin. What a man. So we can develop Tybalt, but Chain Whirler is just faster, but has the upside of hitting Planeswalkers. Chain Whirler, if we have 4 mana combos, but light up the stage, it's an upside. You know what? Yeah, let's play Chain Whirler, just because it's more damage earlier. Bell Hunt. Okay. What do we pitch here? I kind of like the Lightning Strike because it lets us push through. And first strike damage kill Bell Hunt without having to trade. So with that being said, funny enough, I think the play is to actually either pitch Tybalt or light up the stage, and I can't see myself pitching light up the stage. We pitch up the Tybalt here, and yeah, let's attack for 3 and see if our opponent has big clackers or not. Okay. He does make us Lightning Strike the Bell Hunt, and we do like just 1 for 1, but that's still fine with me. Bell Hunt again. All right, now we pitch light up the stage, but it's okay. We're gonna untap and just frenzy. I don't want to test our opponent here. I think he would still be happy if we had another burn spell hit the Bell Hunt. Let's just play honest and not lose our Chain Whirler for no reason. All right, D-Spark, that is an answer. Congrats. And Narset. Okay. We can deal with that. Not really. But, okay, another D-Spark. That's going to deal with our Chandra. So there's no reason to play it quite yet. Let's drop Steamkin and then Firebrand and attack with Chain Whirler, and if he blocks, we Firebrand his Bell Hunt away. Threaten that Narset. And first strike damage, blam, dead. Yeah, that D-Spark's really annoying. If we had more lands, it'd be okay because we'd like at least get 1 activation out of Chandra. But the reality is, if you only have 4 lands, your activation literally means nothing if they D-Spark it. So we'll run it out there if we draw nothing, just to like make him use the D-Spark. We probably shouldn't have played that land in case we hit one off Chandra. But yeah, okay. Tybalt. Maybe we'd hit a 1-drop. That's the reason why we do it. Our deck size doesn't really, like, it could matter, of course, but it's more likely to matter if we just hit a 1-drop, which matters. So, all right, we drop the Chain Whirler. Finishes off that Narset. We already went through, 2 powerhouses. So this is where Tybalt would shine, but he would have been toast by now. So yeah, that Lyra, we do have that 3-drop burn spell to deal with it as a 1-of, and I have won games where I literally just ignored it and was able to like pile enough damage, but it's not very likely. If we play Chandra, she immediately dies and we deal 5 to our opponent. I don't even think that's worth it. But it is a turn of us not taking damage, I guess. But our opponent's at such a high life total. I'm going to pass. Oops. Didn't mean to put a stop there. Yeah, our opponent pretty much has this game. If we don't draw like the one spell we have to interact with Baneslayer, with Lyra, see. And we lose our Chandra. Okay, let's swing in for 3. Does that have first strike too? Yeah, it does. That's it. There's some interesting rules with Tibble because of that, where if it didn't have first strike and you had a first striker that killed the Tibble, then on normal damage, Lyra would be able to lifelink, which is interesting, but that's not the case. We're at 5, our opponent has lethal, so now it's either deal with Lyra or die. And we die. Okay. No problem. So, anything change? No, I think we just run it right back. Maybe we cut. We're on the play again. Yeah, we keep it. We keep it like this. That drawing the 1 of Lyra is actually like, or maybe 2 of Lyra. Like those are pretty good odds. Pretty, poor odds, and it's like your opponent's just got the better end of it to get it that early. We're gonna keep this solid 7 here. Steamkin into Warboss into Phoenix or Frenzy, like that's fantastic. Your opponent will probably take away one of those cards and ruin our day, but it's still a great start. I just realized for all of these recordings, my microphone was off to the side, so I don't know how good the audio will be, and that's very upsetting. But hey, cast down, coming in. And we have the one-man army himself, the Legion Warboss, that even if he, obviously like he's best if he doesn't die, but even if he did die, you leave us behind a token, which is pretty solid, because that'll help us turn on, lay up the stage, and all that jazz. Okay, getting cast down. What do we go with? Let's go Frenzy. I guess it's just best to land the Frenzy first. And we can always build up our hands and draw into some good stuff. And we have a good post-Frenzy plan of more haymakers. Ooh, our opponent can't gain life now. Swing in for 1. And lay up the stage, okay. We don't have enough mana to go bananas, but we have, we have some pretty key cards, some good value going. The Elder Spell. Elder Spelling a Tybalt. All right, Lava Runner, no problem. We have 2 1 drops in our hand, so we'll probably play those as well, or not in our hand, in our thing. So if that's the case, these are diminishing resources. This would just go into our hand, and that's okay. So let's play both the Fanatical Firebrand. We're not really overextending because they would disappear anyway. And we're playing off Frenzy. There's literally no such thing as overextending once you have Frenzy out. Cry of the Carnarium got me good, no problem. As we will rip a Chain Whirler off the top, followed by, after that pinging to the face, a light up the stage. We actually do want to hit lands, because once you have like 6 lands or 8 lands, you can do so much more with Frenzy. But right now it's like very weak sauce. Yeah, that bait. Lyra ruining my day. Do we play this off the top? We play Chain Whirler. I guess we play Steamkin because if it lives, and our opponent it's not in his best interest to board wipe. If it lives, it can go bananas. And I'm okay. Chain Whirler or Pyromancer. I think we just drop the Chain Whirler here. It's just more damage. We want to make it so that our opponent kind of has to Wrath and kill his own Lyra. We can maybe dig for our 3 mana 5 damage spell to take care of Lyra. Or we can, this is 6 damage, which is already more than the 5 he gains. He can hold it back for blockers and stuff, and then we could just choose not to attack. But we want to put him in a weird spot with that Lyra. And yeah, so he'll do it. He'll gain a life now, and that's fantastic for us because we're just going to draw gas. We can pop our own Frenzy at some point. I don't think this is the time. Even though our hand is absolutely stacked, we don't have another Frenzy. But we could get it. We could do it for some damage. I guess it is a little tricky. But I think we just pass turn and ditch a Lava Runners too. I think we ditched Lava Runner. Or light up the stage. I'm actually inclined to say light up the stage. I'll probably regret that statement. Also, our opponent doesn't have Azcanta going or any of his Haymakers quite yet, so I think we're okay. Like, no Teferi yet. Do we have anything from his thing that we want to steal? Not really. We can grab the Elder Spell just for the lulz. Haha. Oh, actually, we definitely should have not grabbed that in case he had a Planeswalker later. That was stupid. Oh well. We'll drop a Pyromancer and hit him for 2. Firebrand. Land. Okay. But yeah, we removed a card from his graveyard, which stalls off the search for his cannon. We actually can cast the Elder Spell, which is kind of funny. Yeah, our hand is all gas, and when it comes down to it, we will use it, and we'll have double Phoenix to really give it to him. But right now, he has only 2 cards in hand, and no Teferi out. Ooh, Legion War Boss, the one-man army himself. We could play the second Frenzy just to get it out of our way, but it does make it more expensive to get rid of our Frenzies. But that's okay. We always want 1 Frenzy out if we can. Smack our opponent for 1. Pitch the mountain. And when we take the opportunity, we'll probably blow up a Frenzy, Opponent's just bricking. And we're just drawing butter. Alright. Wow. Okay, so we'll just pass turn. We'll ditch probably the Lightning Strike because it's just not aggregate damage. Or the Chandra. Let's ditch the Chandra. We already have 2 Frenzies out. If it comes to the point where we want to blow up our Frenzy, probably draw 1 by then. But yeah, should we rip one of our Frenzies right now? Nah. Let's keep going as we drop a mountain. Chandra. We'll plus her to get this mountain out of the way. Man, our hand is we're drawing all the spells from our hand, and we're seeing all of these non... yeah, I think we're going to draw this Frenzy here. I don't know. Kind of want eventual access to my hand, and this makes it too difficult. And that's the funny part about Frenzy sometimes. And by funny, I mean very saddening. Alright, Elder Spell, honestly, probably could just wait until he has a Planeswalker out. Because Chandra herself is not threatening if you already have Experimental Frenzy out. I'll just drink every time I say Frenzy. And yeah, we're going to crack one of them, end of turn, free up the space to access our hand. So we have 11 mana. If we crack a Frenzy again, how many cards do we have left? 16. Yeah, let's crack a Frenzy and start playing stuff from our hands here. Should we play just the most amount of power we can? Let's just roll out with 1, 2, and 3. It's not often that you blow up your own frenzies against control, but we only have 16 cards left, and yeah. Like if he wasn't desparking our frenzies before, like he gave up on getting rid of them. This fairy is definitely gonna bounce the Steamkin. We're gonna drop a mountain. We're gonna be playing quite a few spells here, so play Steamkin. We can bring back Elder Spell to like kill it, but that's a lot of work for not a whole lot. Yeah, we're gonna Pyromancer. Let's see, we could have 9 damage this turn, or we could finish off Teferi. I mean, Teferi's not really threatening right now. And then Phoenix. Oh wait, did we miss lethal? No. Right? 3, 5. Yeah, we didn't miss lethal. We're not that stupid. Yeah, there's... Should we play Frenzy just for like that extra little bit of gas? Yeah, we have enough mana that we really can do whatever we want. I'm down to play Frenzy for that little last bit of reach. So yes, over the top. Phoenix is pretty difficult for him to deal with. Fight with fire. How much mana is that? We have 9, 10 mana. Oh, we do. Alright, we can activate Steamkin for damage, but yeah, let's just get in there. And I think we have it. Yeah, you can't do all attack with War Boss out, which is really annoying. He can instant speed Kaya's Rathos. But other than that, like, there's no reason to even fire thing at Teferi, because either we kill him or we don't. Either wipes the board or he doesn't. Fantastic. We got a Phoenix token. And then we'll just go for it. We'll go for 10 in the face. He doesn't know that we have it on top. I always forget it's not revealed. I actually don't play enough Paper Magic anymore, so really just Commander with my casual friends. So yeah, I'm gonna select these 10 targets, targeting your face. GG, kid. And that's why Red Deck Wins is so great. We have this recursive engine of Experimental Frenzy and Chandra to the point where we have so many cards we don't even know what to do with them. I was blowing on my own frenzies sometimes because you just have your entire deck to throw at them so much faster than their very slow grind of control. So with that being said, definitely if you're looking to rank up real fast in Arena, to have a good time, you want to stomp control, pick up this list. I'm telling you, it's a fun time. There are still interesting decisions, surprisingly, and it makes for a really, just quick games when you're trying to earn your packs and rank up and everything. So this is the Mana Shark. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Peace.